Greetings, I'm Stephen Percy, President of Portland State University, and I'm pleased to take a few moments to talk with you today. We are living through a historic and painful moment, and each of us is responding in our own way, as shown by the outpouring of public grief, anger, and protest. We recognize this as an extraordinarily stressful time for African American faculty, students, and staff, and for those who care about social justice in our nation and in our community. It's with great humility that we wish to lend our voices to an American chorus calling for change. We understand that to do nothing is to be complicit in white supremacy and the systemic racism that prevailed in our country for centuries. We have also heard the criticism and concern this past week about PSU's campus public safety policies. 2 years ago, Jason Washington was fatally shot by campus public safety officers. His death was a tragedy. His death shook the PSU campus to its core and prompted an independent review and comprehensive changes to enhance campus safety. Our plan for that is called Safer Together. We monitor the plan regularly, and I report to the Board of Trustees at each meeting about how we're doing in implementing that plan according to the expectations we set forth in it. Today, we want to talk about going forward and to our commitment to help lead our campus and our community towards change, real change, and making a difference to promote social justice that's lasting. It's my pleasure today to introduce you to Dr. Ame Lambert. She is joining us this summer to become the Vice President for Global Diversity and Inclusion. We're so glad to have her here. This week, she's been on a virtual listening tour, talking to members of the campus and community to learn what's going on here, to learn of our challenges, particularly at this difficult time. Ame, we're so delighted to have you here.
Thank you, Steve. Delighted to be joining the PSU community. Again, I'm Ame Lambert. I use she, her pronouns. I want to acknowledge what a challenging time it is to be trying to enter a new community in the midst of a global pandemic. Once again, we are reminded of the violence against Black bodies. And I will tell you this, usually in my work, I always center racial equity, but because I'm supporting multiple minoritized communities, I do not lead with my personal identity, but it's different. I am an immigrant Black mother. I am the mother of a Black child. And while my understanding of sex and gender continues to mature, when I discovered I was having a child, I really wanted to have a female child because I felt like I would be ill-equipped to raise a Black male child in this country. So this is personal in interesting ways. And I want to honor all of those who are lifting their voices. Your voices are so important. I believe that the work that you are doing will make it more likely that families will see justice for the loss of their relatives. I believe that the work that you're doing will bring accountability and support equity. I see moments like this as unfreezing moments. And I think for all of us, right, when we're unfrozen, it's easy to forget that the real work in some ways happens after you're unfrozen, and then when you do your work, how you freeze it, right? And so like we've had generations of inequity. You need kind of an equal long-term process to create equity. So as I've talked to folks and I continue to have conversations across campus, I hear folks who are struggling with inequity. These are systemic issues. They show up everywhere. What I am hopeful for, and the reason I'm joining the PSU community, is that there is a commitment to not just saying this happens everywhere and therefore this is going to be the way it is at PSU. There is a commitment to do the work, and it is a lot of work. It is hard work, it is long-term work, it is deep work, but there's a commitment to doing the work so that even though we will never be perfect, our story will be more about equity than it is about inequity. So Steve, one of the things that folks have been asking about is action. Like, what are we doing? What are we going to do? So I invite you to talk a little bit about some of the things that have been happening as we look forward to the work we'll do together.
Thank you, Ame. That's a fantastic question and a very important one. PSU needs to be part of that work, and we as the leadership also need to be part of that work. So thank you for calling to us the need to do the work, and I'm committed to doing that work with you and the entire campus. We need to play our role in ending oppression and injustice. We need to make sure that on our campus we're doing things to undo and eliminate any institutional racism we have here. We need to make sure that this is a campus environment is safe and comfortable and free for all to proceed with a good education, a quality education. But we hope we can also lead in our community and the communities in which our students live and reside to make a difference in them. One of the things we're going to be doing is right now that the provost to work with all of the campus support units and the faculty to support our African-American students and others who are suffering greatly at this time, not only from the pandemic, but also from the tremendous sadness and grief we have over the recent tragic killing in Minneapolis of George Floyd. So we need to be active, we need to be involved. I believe that we need to get back into move to more application of an equity lens, which we talked about in our strategic plan. We've been doing some work on that, but I think we need to convene more conversations and more ways and methods where we can come together, discuss and identify the challenges we have, and actively do the work to eliminate injustice, to create social justice and move forward as a campus. And I think there's a lot more strategies we need to develop, and I look forward to hearing from the campus community ideas they have about how we can come together, do this work, and make a difference.
I appreciate that. One of the things that has come up, and there's so much for me to learn as I enter a new community, but one of the things that has come up is the power of good intentions and how that's not enough. And so, you know, I'm like, I feel like I have no platform to make a request because I haven't even started work yet, but I am going to make a request. And I am going to invite folks to give up their commitment to being good. And it's a complex thing to say, but when all of the attention is about wanting to be a good person, it actually gets in the way of learning. It actually gets in the way of supporting the not yous. And so we're social beings, we all want to be in community, we all want to be valued, we all deserve to be valued, but there are contexts where we have to give that up so that we can hear things and get past our natural defense mechanisms so we can grow, so we can lean, so we can create the community that we want. So first request, before I start, drop the good intentions.
I think it's a great idea, and there's a lot more work to do, and we need to figure out ways together to have the dialogues, have the conversations, to create real actions that will make a difference. In all of this work, we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be able to reflect about ourselves. We have to understand if we have privilege, what that privilege is and what it means. We have to be honest to listen to other people. We have to understand and be empathetic to the lives and the experiences of other people. And we need to work together to improve ourselves. This is personal to me, this work. I think it's personal to this campus. It's in our fabric of our lives here. And I so much look forward to working with you on these issues, on moving us forward, on pursuing social justice, but doing honestly and recognizing it's hard work, it's complex work, it's a lifetime work. You can't just go through one meeting or one experience and that's it, one training and you're done. It has to be a long-term commitment with vehicles for constant conversation, reflection, and understanding how we grow together and learn together. And that's a tough job, but it's what I'm up to, and I look forward to doing that with you.
Thank you, Steve. See you in August, and I look forward to working with the PSU community.
So thank you for the conversation. I can't wait till you get here.